Hi, everybody. It's me, Robin and Robert.
Yes. Hi, everybody.
um, I guess we're just actually doing a video because we got a request to talk about marriage, what makes a godly marriage and a happy marriage, I guess we can
Yes,
say.
a godly marriage. The request came from
Terry.
Terry. Um, I got. It's halftime of the Saints and the Vikings NFC
hmm
Championship game, so we'll try to make this quick so I can get back to my game. But I guess what to answer your question, what makes a godly marriage? My wife and I have been married for 3 years, so I guess my advice would be to keep God first in everything that you do, and always remember that at the end of the day, that God, let God be the person that guides your every step, and let God be the way you at least from my perspective as a man, you want to, as the word says, you treat your wife as Christ loves the church. So that's how I try to treat my wife. I treat her just like Jesus treats the church, and just try to be a compassionate person, compassionate husband, and caring, and just always concerned about her needs, and just pretty much everything that I do, is for her happiness. And so as long as you keep God first, that'll allow you to have those feelings towards towards your wife, or towards your husband. So those are my thoughts as far as what would make a good godly marriage. I think baby had something that
um,
she wanted to add
Yeah,
in.
that's he was saying basically everything I was gonna say, but I was also gonna say that I think the key to being a good wife is knowing your role when you go into the marriage, and as long as you have a man that will love you like Christ loves the church and put God first in his life, everything should work out. As far as being submissive to my husband, I respect him, and he is the head of the household and everything like that. But it's because women, a lot of women don't understand that logic, but it's because he loves me, and the Bible does say wives respect your husband, and it does say husbands love your wives. So that's what we, before we even got married, we decided what our roles were, and we will abide by them, and that's basically the main thing that you have to do, and just love each other. Like, since we went through this experience, the IVF, man, you really know who a person is, and if you really love them after you go through something like that, and especially for everything that happened after it and everything, you really know the person you're with. And as far as like, I want to touch bases on, like, as far as like when you get in arguments and disagreements and stuff like that. I come to find, like, there were times when me and him used to just like really argue. I mean, like, arguing, and
It
and
happens. It
yes,
happens.
it happens.
Marriage
Yes.
is part of the equation. It's not going. If you in a marriage and y'all ain't never argued, or
There's a problem.
then I don't know. I mean, either y'all are the super duper perfect couple, or y'all
Y'all
just,
don't care or
yeah, y'all don't
something.
care something. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Yeah, because we got in arguments, but over time we decided, like, before we get in an argument, to basically say, well, Jesus is standing right here. Talk to me then. That's what we started doing, because there was times when we just like couldn't
change my
focus.
position.
But when you say,
Get closer to baby. Go ahead.
but um, when you say stuff like, okay, Jesus is in the room right now, so talk to me now, and you just pray and do different things. It was times when we had to grab hands and actually pray together after we finished arguing or whatever. So there's just like a lot of different things, but basically the whole thing is putting God first. Make me laugh. The whole thing really is just putting God first, and
Love my
knowing your
wife.
roles. Yeah, and loving each other and supporting your husband. That's another thing. That as a wife, I noticed that it's better for me to support him and to cook for him, because at least my
Oh yeah.
husband, he's spoiled. So
Yes.
if I don't
Yes.
cook for him, he goes crazy. It's like he got
Cooking
another
something right
face.
now.
Just rip it off and be like,
Yeah.
I'm hungry. So,
Yeah.
well, not like that, but he's
what
like, I'm
can I
hungry.
say, you know?
Give me something to eat. So
Yeah.
I learned to do that, you know, just to be submissive to him and make sure he has food ready and the house is clean and all that good stuff. So that's basically it, you know.
Yeah. But I don't want you to think that I'm just like chauvinistic and
No,
you just
he's
got her
not.
doing all that, because it works vice versa. Because if you just listen and be like, man, she just do everything for him and he just not. No, it don't work like that.
No,
'cause
he
I
opens
also,
my doors.
She hadn't opened the door
Yeah.
in I don't even know how many years. At least
Yeah.
5. She
And I
hadn't
don't
opened
really,
the door in 5
yeah,
years.
Yeah, and he massages my feet. He does a lot of little sweet stuff
So,
for me.
you know.
Oh, you know what? I want to tell you guys too about the adoption and stuff. It's going fine. We're just waiting for the stupid Department of Human Services to give us a call back.
That'd be stupid.
Well, because I want them to hurry up. So we're waiting for the
That's
Department
messed
of Human Services
They
to call
probably
back.
don't call now. We didn't call them stupid.
No.
Hope they ain't watching.
Yeah, I hope not. And then, so that's basically it. You know, we're just waiting for that, and we're praying for all you guys.
This is
and,
throwing me off. Because I don't know what, like, I might be
It's
looking
still
crazy
recording.
right now.
It just always
Look.
records. It's not gonna do nothing.
Alright.
So, you got anything else to say?
Put God first in your life. And, you know, keep Christ at the center of everything you do, and you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
You know, you can't go wrong.
And
Yeah.
have your own personal relationship with them. It's about y'all too, but it's about God.
Exactly.
Mainly.
And you don't put that other person before God.
Yeah.
You definitely
don't do
have
that.
God first. Then
Even when we go
your
through
wife and
things,
your
me and him both have to go by ourselves and
Yeah.
deal and have time with God,
Gotta
and we
keep
come
coming
together.
up.
So, yeah.
Because I'm
That's
behind
it.
your shoulder. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna get back to my game, and hopefully I'll be getting some ribs and something real quick. So, peace out.
All right. Love you guys. God bless, and keep it up. I'm proud of you guys. Bye.